With the NBA trade deadline being only 2 days away, I have a lot of work to do. My team is nowhere even close to being completed at this point. I'm pretty happy with my starting five, but the bench overall could use a little bit of work. So that's what we're going to try to address as much as possible in this episode. Now, first things first, I want to give a special shout out to Justin Straw, who actually recommended that I go after Ray Allen, because after I traded away Ben Gordon, there really wasn't a shooter coming off of the bench that gives me that 3-point threat like Ben Gordon did. So I think that Ray Allen is way more than capable of doing that. And also, with the recent injury to Nick Young, Ray Allen can slide right into that starting spot for a couple of games until Nick Young is actually back fully healthy, ready to go. So as you can see, the proposed trade is Jordan Hill and Kendall Marshall for Ray Allen and Chris Birdman Anderson. So everything looks good, the money matches up, the Heat's GM thinks it's a good deal, so let's pull the trigger. Now, apparently somebody from the Miami Heat organization decided to leak out details a little bit early about the trade discussions and the people that were involved with the trade. I'm the type of GM that likes to run a pretty tight ship. I want to keep all trade discussions and things like that in-house. So of course I'm a little bit irritated by the idea of them leaking that information out. So at the press conference, I'm honest. I tell the media that by the Heat leaking out the information the way that they did really looks like they're amateurs, and that clearly I have no intent on ever negotiating with that team again. And it looks like the owner backs me on that, so we're good to go. So now it's time to dive into the gameplay. My opponent, as you can see, is the Houston Rockets. You know, that team that has that really sensitive tall guy that used to play for the Lakers, only played there for a year or whatever. And they also have that other guy that used to play for the Thunder. You know, the guy that has the really weird beard, looks like he's afraid of a razor and shaving cream. You know, that guy? So yeah, I'm playing the Rockets, and I just had the craziest idea that might be World Star worthy. I don't know. Tell me what you think. What if somebody caught James Harden while he was sleeping and only shaved off half of his beard, just one side of his face? Wouldn't that just be ridiculous? Anyway, we're diving into this gameplay. We are back on the sticks once again, folks. It's your boy C23, and I'm already lighting up James Harden with that Kobe fadeaway. You guys know that's just unstoppable, and Harden knows it too. That's exactly why he came right back at me on the next play. He didn't like the way that Kobe did him early on, and I get it. Who does? So the next play, I come out and I try to run a play for Ray Allen, the newest acquisition, and he knocks it down. Hand down, man down. You already know. And you gotta love Ray Allen's release. It's so quick, it's really hard to block it. He just gets rid of it so fast, whereas other players have to cock it back, you know. Anyway, look at James Harden trying to drive the lane, but Kobe is the enforcer and says, get that stuff out of here. That is not going down today, Harden. You should have thought twice about that. And if I didn't get it, Aldridge would have. So as I've done in the last couple of videos, I'm gonna go ahead and take this time to cue up a little teaser for you and let everybody know that this game is probably on the list of the craziest games I've ever played in. And you are not gonna wanna miss the way that this thing ends. I'm telling you right now. But until then, I gotta take Harden down low to the post and show him how to get strong in the weight room, because apparently his workout routine has a little too much cardio. So we get the shot and the free throw, bring up the continuation play thanks to James Harden. So in the second quarter, I find Mike Conley wide open behind the 3-point line, so of course I gotta make him pay for that. That's just way too much space. We get back on defense, and Covington knocks down the open J, makes me take my own medicine. That's the worst feeling ever. That medicine is nasty. Anyway, Kobe just gets rejected. Oh my goodness. So they're off to the break. They're thinking everything is good. Conley says, no, sir. Unfortunately, they get the board back and put it right back in. So Houston's up 6. I try to get something going, throw up the lob, but Sanders can't handle it. They get the board and they're running the break. Johnson passes over to Hamilton. Hamilton goes up, shots challenged by Kobe, but they call a foul. Come on, refs, man. We're supposed to be at home. I just may have to call down to the Staples Center and have a little chat with these referees at halftime, because they're supposed to hold the whistle on that one. There's no way that should be a called foul. The refs need to let them play. Anyway, Jeremy Lin drives baseline, kicks it over to Dwight. Dwight loses the ball, but Lin gets it right back and puts it up and in. Come on, now they're on a 14-5 run, so we got to respond here. Farmar pulls up from just inside the 3 and buries the jump shot. That's exactly the answer that we needed. So it's a 2-point game, 35-33. Houston's up 2. Farmar kicks it over to Lopez, who's wide open, knocks down the open shot. If he would have missed that, I would have been so ticked off. It's not even funny. Anyway, fortunately he made it. So on the inbound play, Lynn crosses me over. Oh my gosh, I was just frozen. He blew right by me for an easy layup. Sometimes I gotta take that work. I can't always dish it out. I do the majority of the time. I always give him that work, but sometimes I gotta take that too, you know? Anyway, Harden gets the ball, tries to go to work, drives in the lane, and Kobe rejects him again. Harden should just give up on trying to drive on Kobe. It's not happening. But Kobe trails the play and he's open, pulls it from deep, and buries the three. Kobe pulled that one from the Yard House. And if you guys don't know what the Yard House is, it's a restaurant, bar, little spot that's right outside the Staples Center. Better yet, Google the LA Live Yard House and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So now tied 42 all, I want to see if I can get a pretty easy look. So I try to take Harden off the dribble. His defense is solid, but look how Aldridge has Jones sealed on the outside. So I just kick it to Aldridge and he drives in and bashes it. I couldn't have got a better look than that. That was too easy. Next possession, what is Jeremy Lin thinking? Does he not realize that that's LaMarcus Aldridge? Better yet, all 6'11" of LaMarcus Aldridge, but I guess he learned not to drive in because he cashes in the wide open jump shot off the inbound pass. So it's a 2-point game. Parson kicks it over to a wide open Jones under the basket, and somehow he gets the layup off. I'm not sure how. I was in perfect position to block the shot. I guess he just made a better play. I don't know. But the next play, I drop it to Aldridge, who's floating in the paint. He slams it home for the easy score. So we're back in this thing, 58-55. Beverly goes up and tries to force it. Birdman rejects the shot and we're off to the races. Farmer's running the break, has a wide open Kobe who stops and pulls it. You know that's dropping. Don't even hesitate, Kobe. You can pull those all night. So we're taking things into the fourth quarter now. Kobe blows right by Harden, goes up strong for the layup, brings us right back within 3. But the next possession, Harden kicks it over to Lynn. Lynn is trying to do something with the ball, drives baseline, gets walled off, throws up the lob to Dwight Howard. Come on. So that alley-oop play ignites a 7-0 run. So to stop the bleeding, I pull a wide open 3 with Conley, who knocks it down, bringing us back within 7, 78-71. Lynn comes up court, trying to run the offense. And look at the defense by Conley. Conley's trying to bring us back all by himself, going up for the easy uncontested layup. It's only a 5-point game, so all of our concentration needs to be on the defensive end and get these stops. As Lynn just drives in and somehow kicks it cross court to Harden, who knocks down an open shot. I just got to give him that. I have no idea how he even found Harden in the midst of all those bodies in the paint. But anyway, we come back 80-73, give it to Kobe, who pump fakes, and he's putting Harden back in the post with the fadeaway, giving him that post work once again. You already know. I shouldn't even commentate when Kobe gets the ball in the post because everybody knows what's coming at this point, right? I'm pretty sure James Harden knows by now because that's the 3rd time he got hit with that post work. So 82-75, Kobe's open at the top of the key and misses the 3. Howard grabs the board. They're off to the races. Harden's bringing the ball up court. I need a stop here. I cannot afford to let them score. Harden drives into the lane, goes up and misses the layup. Rebounded by Aldridge. Outlet, let's go. Kicks it up to Conley. Conley takes it all the way, going up strong on Howard and lays it in. 82-77, just under 42 seconds to go. So Harden goes in, tries to force things, but gets it rejected by Aldridge. So on an inbound play, Harden gets the ball, kicks it out to Lynn, who pulls the open jump shot, misses it. Let's go. We need to score here. 82-77. Passes outlet to Allen, who pulls it in transition and buries the 3 with 29.8 seconds to go. This is a crucial defensive possession. Harden brings the ball up court, tries to spin on Kobe and forces up an ill-advised fadeaway shot, but Howard grabs the board, kicks it back out to Harden. So now we got a foul. We got just the defensive stop that we wanted, made them miss the shot and could not grab the rebound. So we put Harden on the free throw line, who knocks down the first free throw and the second free throw. So we're down 4 with 16.7 seconds to go. I'll call a timeout to advance the ball. The pass is into Kobe. Kobe kicks it to Allen, who doesn't hesitate and pulls the 3 and drains it with 13 seconds to go. 84-81. Houston is up 1. And how is that not a steal? Oh my goodness. I should have stole that inbound pass. So we're forced to foul again, putting Jeremy Lin on the line this time. He knocks down the first free throw. They're up 2. And the second one is good as well. So it's a 3-point game with 11.8 seconds to go. So I back up Conley a little bit, inbound the ball. We need a 3. Passes over to Kobe, who's wide open in the corner, lets it go, and it's good. With 6.4 seconds to go, we are tied at 86. What a clutch moment. I'm not sure how that pass got through. Harden could have deflected it, but he didn't. Kobe caught it and drilled the clutch 3-pointer to tie the game up with 6.4 seconds to go. This inbound play is huge. Kobe's on Harden with 4 seconds to go. Harden spins, 2 seconds, 1 second, lets it go from 3, and it's no good. We are going to overtime, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to overtime, tied at 86 all. So we pick things up at the 2-minute mark in overtime. Harden has a wide open 3 and buries it. They're up 89-86 to minute 52. So Kobe tries to respond, forces the issue, gets the shot to go and the foul. Kobe's at the line. And what is this dude doing? That's just something different. I don't know. But the free throw is good. So with just about a minute to go in overtime, tied at 91, I kick it over to Kobe. Kobe then finds a wide open Ray Allen, who pulls it from the top of the key for 3 and is good. What a clutch shot. 94-91, 48 seconds to go. Parsons with the ball. I don't know why he has the ball at the top of the key. Kicks it over to Harden. Harden passes it to Howard. Howard back to Parsons. They are just playing ring around the rosy with the ball. They finally find Beverly, who misses the open 3, but Howard grabs the board, kicks it over to Jones. Jones goes back up and misses the layup. Howard gets the board again, goes back up and misses. Jones grabs the board and puts it back in. How many possessions did they get in 5 seconds? My goodness. I've never been out rebounded like that. So with 15 seconds to go, I play for the win. Kobe just pulls the 3. That is your dagger, ladies and gentlemen. In a crazy game in overtime, we end up taking the W 99-95. So many clutch plays at the end. That's the stuff dreams are made of. But now we got a little business to attend to. After playing in that game against the Rockets, I realized that I only had a couple of shooters, really. Without Ray Allen and Kobe, chances are I would have lost that game. So I decided to target another shooter that can give me a little flexibility at the 2 spot as well as playing the 3. Plus, you can really never have enough good shooters. So what I decided to do was give up 2 of my centers. I don't know why I have so many centers on my roster. It's ridiculous. But I'm giving up Sacre, Wesley Johnson, and Joel Freeman for Mike Miller, James Johnson, and Jamal Franklin. Really, the trade comes down to, I don't know, my guys for Mike Miller. So that's all I care about. So let's go on ahead and make this deal. Mike Miller, welcome to LA. Enjoy sitting on the bench. I may not need you, but if I do need you, then be ready to go to work. Now, the next deal that I pulled off is probably going to have a lot of people scratching their heads out there, considering the fact that I just traded for Ray Allen. But in my opinion, and of course I'm just projecting here, Klay Thompson is going to end up being a better pro than Ray Allen overall. And I know it's a pretty crazy prediction, but my gut is telling me that I really need to make this move. They both can shoot the lights out in the gym. Klay's a better defender. Klay's more athletic, and Klay is 14 years younger. So projecting forward, I believe Klay is going to be possibly my long-term answer to shooting guard once Kobe decides to hang it up, in the event that I don't draft Andrew Wiggins. But that's a different matter I'll discuss in a different episode altogether. So I really like the move. In fact, I might end up starting Klay at the 3 and actually bringing Nick Young off the bench. I don't know. We'll see how that works later down the line. But as my roster is currently constituted, you can see that I have Kobe, LaMarcus, Mike Conley, Larry Sanders, Klay Thompson, Nick Young, Robin Lopez, Farmar, Mike Miller, Birdman, and that's all I'm really going to name right now, because chances are you'll never see those other guys in any episode unless there's some crazy injury or whatever reason I have to put them in. But if everything goes the way that it should, I'll never need to play those guys. So overall, I feel pretty confident in my roster now moving forward in the second part of the season and into the playoffs. I believe I added some depth to key positions that I really needed, especially as far as shooting goes. It would have been nice if I would have been able to find an affordable upgrade for Jordan Farmar, but I'll roll with Farmar. He's handling business just fine for me off the bench, so I'm not too worried about it. Anyway, folks, I got to get out of here. This episode has run long enough. I hope you guys enjoyed it. There was a lot of stuff I needed to get to, and I hope I was able to cover it well enough for you guys to enjoy. If so, go on ahead and click that thumbs up button. Give me a like. Go on ahead and share this video so it gets out there. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. I'm up against the clock, so I got to sign off here. That's my time, folks, and I'll see you in the next video.